we are here.
Hello and welcome to the Comedy Week edition of Table Talk. It's a show we do on our channel SourceFed where 15 minutes a day we talk about your topics that you ask us to talk about. And it's pretty good, so we were like, let's do it for 60 minutes. It's probably going to be a train wreck.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's a great show.
It
If you
lives on SourceFed Nerd, which is a very cool
Another
What are you
fantastic-
talking? What's SourceFed Nerd? Tell me more about
Wait,
this.
because first, my name's Philip DeFranco.
We're like already going off the rails.
Is it you?
I'm Elliot Morgan.
I'm McTurney.
And I'm Joe Beretta.
We haven't been drinking, we swear.
No, what happens is we read this slogan down on this freaking thing, and now it's in our heads, and, now we're
And it's
all,
messing me up.
depressed. Yeah,
It's
there's
It's
no
just
way.
sitting there saying, you better be funny, just screaming at
And I
us
can't
the
see
whole
it, but
time.
I know it's there, and don't like. Okay.
It's terrible. But the first topic we have is from Adam Lang, who says, opinions on clowns, funny or terrifying?
Terrifying.
Really?
Just straight up, only terrifying? Just terrifying?
Wait.
Yes,
Terrifying?
terrifying, always.
Everybody says terrifying.
Terrifying?
You've never met a funny clown?
Yeah, come at my
You've
terrifying
never had a
army.
single clown that was like, okay, you're an okay
Did
clown.
any of you guys see It? Yeah. It's hilarious.
It's not.
No, it's frightening beyond all belief.
No. Like whenever I see a clown, I get sad because
Yeah.
of like, you chose that. You did that at some point.
What led you to this point?
I love that they try to bring joy, and you're like, oh, you poor SOB, you chose that. You chose to bring joy to people.
When I was a kid, I went to clowning camp because I was cool, and they taught us how to do like the balloon animals thing, and I can still make a dog.
Really?
So, yeah, clowns are pretty cool.
Wait, Joe just went to a clowning
I
thing.
also went
Yeah,
to a
that's right.
clowning workshop as of recently because
Like
I am
last
cool.
week.
Last week.
Wait, so when
learned
you
a
were
lot
like
about
five,
same
one I went to. You were with a bunch of 8-year-olds.
No.
why is that a constant on the show? It's terrifying.
I'm neutral on clowns.
But so why? Is it specifically it?
I mean, it has a lot to do with it, but I don't know. There's like something about the creepy that like you can't really make out their face. They have like this weird nose. Joe was talking
Well,
about
what
how,
I
like,
learned in this
Yeah,
class that I
please, Joe.
took, this workshop about clowning,
Tell us more.
is
Joe.
that I think with maybe the creepy factor, what it comes from is that they're not allowed to break eye contact with the audience. So if they're picking something up off the ground, looking at you, if I'm gonna take a sip of water, I'm like, and they pick a personality. So a clown could be like, I'm gonna be evil clown, and that's what they are. So he's gonna.
Right.
This is just creepy clown, but like, so that's what it is. Maybe that constant interaction,
Right.
you can't break away from it. You can't even.
Oh,
I've
can't get
never
away.
heard that, and I don't think
Yep. Watch a clown.
Really?
what?
rather
It's
not.
a secret thing.
Bring up a
No,
clown on the
I,
YouTube.
let's bring it up. No, I talked to one of the clowns from Cirque, and it's like a very different level of. They call it clowning.
Right.
It's like a higher level, but they take it very, very seriously.
That's not clowning.
But
That's
he
just
was-
called being awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he was pretty cool. I wasn't creeped out by him, but he wasn't in like the full clown regalia. He looked kind of like Austin Powers.
I'm just surprised you guys have clown stories. It makes no sense how all three of you.
Yeah, it starts at it, and then you go from there, and you hope it gets better.
But it doesn't.
It usually doesn't.
All right, so for terrifying, what's scarier than a clown?
Horses.
Anything?
Have you seen it? Okay, did you see the Rhett and Link video that they did, the clown shark video? It came out like 2 weeks ago. It's just, it's Link dressed up as a shark in a ridiculous shark costume, and then he's got blood that spurts out of his mouth, and he's a clown, and it's just a song called Clown Shark, and they did it like Rage Against the Machine / Beastie Boy style. That's the most terrifying thing, actually.
I can see
That
that.
was too
mixture.
random. Rage Against the Machine and Beastie Boys.
It was
a
something like
nice
that. Yeah, it was like a
little
style parody or
mixture.
something.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of an example of a non-threatening clown. Is anybody? I'm trying to think of one.
Ronald
Bozo.
McDonald.
Bozo.
Ronald McDonald's not bad.
Bozo.
Ronald McDonald. if you think
Bozo
about
reminds me
it,
too much of It,
Of
I
It,
think.
yeah. Bozo looks too much like It.
Yeah,
Tim
he's
Curry
like
killed
It gone good, which
Ronald
is not.
McDonald's creepy too. He's hanging out
Yep.
with kids and giving them bad food.
Look, bro.
Whoa! Do not take the name of McDonald's in vain, good sir.
You're the one person.
I'm not
who-
saying
I
I don't
like it.
enjoy
I
it.
go to McDaniel's at least once a week.
McWho?
Yes, McDaniel's. That's what Steve and I
Oh,
call
okay.
it. This
You
just
guys-
sounds a little
really?
bit more exciting.
How much stock do you
McDaniel's.
own in McDonald's? Or
But you go too. Don't single
very
me out.
rarely.
Do you guys remember those? I remember a couple of them in specific cities. There were just benches where they would have like a statue of
Oh,
Ronald
yeah.
McDonald
Oh,
sitting
yeah,
there
yeah.
with his foot up. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just put it in parks and daycares. It's really weird.
You're always waiting for it just to like, just
Yeah.
one
You sit next to
simple
it and it's
hand
just like,
I like a
But
number
then you
one.
like it. Then you start to like it.
There we go.
I think
Alright.
have we exhausted clowns?
Exhausted.
We are.
Exhausted.
We're moving on
gonna
to
come back
at
to it.
Stephen Emery,
Let's
who
make this
says,
clown thing go full circle.
favorite comedy channel on YouTube. Daily Grace.
Oh, man, why'd you have to
Take
take
it.
mine?
Ha! Be quick.
Just straight up favorite
Yeah,
channel
just
on
like your
YouTube?
favorite comedy channel. Yeah.
I like Barats and Beretta. They're hilarious. They're like insightful.
The
That
one clap.
yeah.
They're hilarious.
Who's
that? Who's
They're
who are they?
incredibly good looking.
I've never heard. Are they new? Are they?
Yeah, I think they just came out.
I'll check
so
them out.
You should check them out.
Oh, you're still on that. I didn't know what you were talking about. You know what? I'm gonna piggyback Daily Grace.
If you go on Daily Grace, I'll say Harvard sailing team.
Daily Grace, or it's not 100% comedy, but Harto. She's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
She's
God.
super great.
I'm gonna go old school again. You guys ever watch Picnic Face?
No.
Oh, Picnic
Anyone?
Face is great.
No, I like.
Just you.
No, the Power Thirst. They were the Power Thirst
Oh,
guys
yeah.
back in the day. Oh man, so good.
Oh, Bath Boys and
Bath Boys.
How to Basic cracks me up every time. It's like 30-second videos of
Is it the one where he's
disgusting.
just like smashing stuff?
Yeah, like opens a
I
bottle.
have a
and just
very,
punches it.
very low level for comedy.
I think
Just
we
you,
watched,
you
like,
can
15
smack a
of
fish
those.
against a toilet, and I'm like, this is brilliant.
Rhett and Link are great. Epic rap battles,
Yeah.
also great. Back to Bath Boys. I'm gonna call it now. Give it less than a year. You'll see the Bath. I think they're the new sketch comedy of YouTube. They're coming up really quick,
They're
and I
great.
think they're gonna have a television show the next year.
Oh, Wheezy Waiter cracks me up every
Oh
time.
yeah,
colleague
he's
stuff.
Freaking love
he's
him.
fantastic. He has like that really clever humor that like it's kind of like when people are really skillful at humor, it's almost like how did you not think of it? Because
Yeah.
it's like what you're thinking too. He has that kind of
He's
humor.
Britannic or Britannic or
Britannic,
how-
Britannic,
they're
yeah.
Great.
They're great.
Yeah.
See, we're just gonna be listing people off.
Yeah.
This is bad.
I think we ran out of YouTube channels.
Barats
That's
and
all.
Beretta.
That's
really
all that's
good.
on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Barats and
Very
Beretta.
Oh,
small site.
You just keep saying your
Barats
name.
and Beretta.
Okay, perfect.
Barats and Beretta?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys seen them before?
Once.
What's your favorite Barats and Beretta?
So what's the next?
While he's keeps saying Barats and Beretta, if you want to send in questions, because we're not used to actually having the paper in front of us, we're kind of better off the cuff. If you want to use hashtag Table Talk on Twitter, I'm going to be refreshing here and there, and we might mention something, as long as you're not saying mean things about
That
me.
includes you guys.
We're gonna
too.
say that for sure.
We will
If you have
actually say
cellular
that.
phones.
All right, perfect.
Wireless.
What do you got next?
Cool. We got from at Yesi Alemike.
Nailed
If you are about to die,
Yes, I love it
Perfect
already.
question.
hilarious. Would you go out with a joke? If so, what would it be? If not, why?
Everybody's like, well, I have prepared a little something. I'm like, nobody does.
No, I think, 98% of the time it's, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
That's not funny, it's sad.
No, it's really sad.
I want to know
Would
the
you-
person who's like, somebody's in front of them and they're dying, and like, why aren't you going out with a joke?
If you have the
Explain yourself.
If you have the opportunity, though, and like you've got this, you're that weirdo that had it planned in your head, I think the only joke you can have is, knock knock, who's there?
That's beautiful.
No, I think if you
Dad!
if you screwed it up though,
Dad!
if it was knock knock, who's there, and then hold on, I'm not dead yet. And then you die.
When the
Hold
death
on, I'm
joke
not really good at
bombs.
jokes.
Crap!
And what if you blow it by saying something like, oh, wow. Like you pull a Steve Jobs and you go, oh, wow, or something, and you blow your own joke.
What if?
What if? Oh,
you're
no.
dead.
Oh, dang it.
I always thought
The
it'd be the
joke's
worst.
ruined.
There's those legends of people that go out having like this is the last thing this guy said. I don't have a specific example, but
Right.
they're out there.
Legends have said
Yeah.
that.
I always worry about being on your deathbed and you say the most insightful thing that could change the world, and they're like writing it down, and then you say something stupid after, right?
It's your brain like.
That's what's on your tombstone.
A cramp, and that's what's on.
Or you just
Also,
fart.
you need a lot of people, otherwise, like one person's gonna be like paraphrasing. Just be like, he said, he
Yeah.
Or that
loved.
one guy writes it down in the corner and then he
I think
attributes it to himself.
No,
Wait.
it's like Einstein's last words, we lost them because the nurse didn't speak German. The nurse who like heard his last words didn't speak German, so we just lost him. He could have done his knock knock joke and we
He did
missed it.
nothing. We have nothing to
Angry.
remember.
No, how will we ever remember him?
Well, did we answer this question? I don't think we did.
Well, I wouldn't make a joke.
I
I'd
answered it.
scream in fear. That's my
Well, it
answer.
depends. What if it's like, you know it's coming kind of thing? Are you still like, sir, we're taking out your IV? Ah! Like, are you still yelling in fear if it's happening?
Why is that situation happening?
I don't know, Phil. I don't know.
We're just gonna be killing you one
No.
second.
It's the question's fault.
Damn you, question.
What if you got sick or something? Like you knew it was coming.
I like the. If you're not gonna go out with a joke, tell us why.
Please explain.
I want to say, I love you.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I would want to, but I feel like I'm kind of timid. So beforehand, I would want to be like the day before, I'd want to be like, hey, if I did die tomorrow, like, do you think it'd be funny if I went out with a joke, or like, do you want me to do that?
Do you practice that routine in front of your friends before you do it for everybody?
Guys, can you
feel
get in
out
here
your
for a
death
second?
joke.
I'm gonna go do my death joke at an open mic.
Record it on your iPhone over and over again.
Let's see, what do we have next?
Boom.
Oh, okay,
Elliot
great.
Morgan.
Great, thank you. At Code Whore
Okay.
says your picks for top 5 comedy movies of all time. Top 5.
Oh boy.
Good
Top 5.
Lord.
Top 5.
My answers are gonna
I'm
suck.
trying to think.
Oh,
I'm
Robin
just
Hood
gonna-
Men in Tights is definitely
That's a
up there.
good one.
I'm just
Love
gonna
that
piggyback
movie.
on all of you
Oh,
guys.
Thank you, one person. who's seen
classic.
that
3
movie.
people.
And you?
We have 4 people in the crowd, which is impressive. That's an impressive number.
They're a mighty 4.
A fourth of the crowd has seen this movie.
Oh, I'm gonna throw this out there. Freaking Home Alone. Every time I watch that, I die laughing. Sorry.
really
Yeah?
good.
Old
Not
school?
traditional comedy.
Yep, it's good.
it's not number
Joe
1.
Pesci and Daniel Stern are amazing.
Yeah,
in it.
the
You
duo.
go back to it, they're
They're
hilarious.
physical comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of physical comedy anymore. Like, I can't think of any movies that are coming out now that base themselves in that kind of world.
Oh no, there's certain movies that like they stick with me. Like I get like 2/3 of everything right. I think it was the movie Waiting,
Okay.
right?
Oh yeah, with Dane Cook.
Dane Cook and Ryan Reynolds.
Justin Long.
Yeah, well, okay, you go to Justin Long, do that.
Oh, you would.
No, Justin Long's fine,
You
but he's
would
no
talk
Ryan
about
Reynolds.
the lead of the movie. Okay, you would.
But no, but it was because I was a waiter, and so like, are there movies that like you're like, oh, that relates to
Yeah.
me?
You
Connect
relate
to
to
them.
it.
When A League of Their Own came out, which I still contend is one of the
Don't
funniest
start it.
movies ever, Tom Hanks' best role.
Oh,
I was
yes.
in baseball and I connected to that even though it was ladies. It was
Yeah,
fun.
I don't know. I can't go through like the top 5 of all times that have made me laugh, but I know like the ones recently that have made me laugh. 21 Jump Street I thought was really funny.
Surprisingly good.
The guy doing laundry back there is really funny.
Hold
Pretty
for
solid.
vacuum.
Iron Man 3 was pretty funny.
Actually, it was great. Yeah.
It was. I mean, I don't know.
What about like old Jim Carrey movies like Liar Liar?
Well, Dumb and Dumber is the funniest movie of all time. That's that.
Hands down, that's
sorry, I
number
thought
one.
that we all agreed on that.
You have another
I
one?
didn't.
Yeah.
I assume that's
I'm just
a
gonna throw
common
movies
denominator.
out there. Monty Python, Holy Grail, amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow that
Go
up with
for it.
Basketball.
Oh my god, I love that movie. No, that movie's great.
Super like I'm gonna say.
Get behind that movie.
Yeah, basketball's amazing. Super funny. Groundhog's Day is the perfect movie. Hilarious. It's flawless.
That's not
It's
true.
so good. You don't.
True. I don't think it's the perfect movie.
What is the perfect movie?
Here we go.
Oh my god. You know what I think is the perfect movie? Labyrinth.
Labyrinth
Perfect
is really good.
movie.
Yeah, Labyrinth's great.
Did somebody just boo Labyrinth? Oh, you oohed and ahhed. Let's get more
Oohed.
excited. Ooh there. Ooh.
I think that's it.
Very sarcastic.
No,
Oh.
I got another one. Role Models is really good. Anybody
Oh,
like
that's
that?
a
Really?
great movie.
Yeah,
Role
that's in our
Models.
top
Paul
5.
Rudd?
For real? Yeah. So, I
Oh,
don't know
I
if it's my
love
top
Paul
5. Who's got a top 5 comedy list ready to
I
go?
don't actually. I thought we were
We don't
ready.
have to like take 20 minutes, go
Yeah,
draft
we'll
it
be
out.
right back with our
Bridesmaids was
top
funny?
5.
No, I feel like the next one should just make us some enemies. So I want to jump to question 8 that says, which do you prefer, old school Murphy, Carlin, Pryor, or new school Tosh, Louis C.K.?
It's like apples and oranges, I think.
You're, I mean, okay, new school. I'm young. Sorry. I love all those old guys.
I thought you were making
You're
an
young?
argument, but you're picking
like,
that. Okay.
They're before my time, so like I love all those guys. I respect
You never
them.
went back and watched like Murphy and Pryor?
I
though?
do, but like, they're funny. I respect them. I sit there and I laugh. But like nowadays, like if I'm watching Louis C.K. or Patton Oswalt or other people, like that are
All of
funnier.
them.
Oh, I will
All
say,
of them.
I have to piggyback on Elliot's that like I feel like I laugh much harder at Louis C.K.
It's just
than
more
I
relevant.
do
Yeah.
at-
Yeah, I think it depends on the type of comedy. Like I think if you go back like Steve Martin.
Well, you hate Daniel Tosh, don't you?
I don't hate Daniel Tosh. I think Daniel Tosh is very funny in his stand-up. I think his show sucks.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was just wanting you to
better
say
be funny.
that. I just wanted you to say that. I don't know. I still stand that Carlin's the funniest person that ever lived.
Great.
I don't know. I mean, Louis C.K. is probably the closer. Where'd that come from?
Somebody's throwing claps.
We
I
keep
know. I
going
was like,
back at
where'd
our
it go?
stuff.
You threw it. Louis C.K. is probably the best comedian out there now. I mean, that's
Yeah. Great.
that's not
Yeah,
like
he's
taking a
amazing.
risk saying that. You're
No.
like, I like ice cream. You're like, yeah.
You're
Who doesn't
incorrect.
like
but
ice cream?
Yeah, I mean, I like them
Sick.
all from that era even up to the new era. No, apparently we're ignoring the 90s. Like,
I will say, I was about to say nobody brought up Gallagher, which I'm a big fan of. I know everybody thinks
Gallagher
I'm
is
an
some
idiot.
funny stuff.
I loved Gallagher. as a
Gallagher has
kid.
one of my favorite jokes, which is, why do they call it an apartment if they're all stuck together?
That's terrible.
And his audience got the exact same
There,
reaction.
yeah, I was like, there's a reason he is not
If
on
I ever heard
this.
that in my house, me and Vinny would have thought that was
Yeah.
hilarious.
When I
You
was
and your
8, it was-
dog.
She
killed
will
me.
find what I think she should find funny because I feed her.
Go for it. Wait, do you want to go next?
Yeah,
All right.
pick one out.
Let's pick one out. Ooh.
Since I broke the
Nadine
order.
Cord says, "Do you believe in too soon?"
Oh, like making a joke way too soon.
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were like some Boston Marathon tweets that I was like, "Oh, too soon, guys."
Too soon even you
Too
bringing that
soon.
up right now.
I think that's so. It's not too soon. Because people laugh. What does it all mean?
Our worlds are crumbling.
Well, I mean, I think what the object of too soon. You see, what was Gilbert Godfrey when he joked about the tsunami right as it was or after it happened, right? So I don't know. I think there is a line, right? And it's just it's kind of maybe it's not a common sense line to say that's kind of ignorant. It's just people.
I think there's a line, but it differs for everybody. There's too soon is a lot easier for some people to get by than others. Like
Definitely.
I know there's a lot of things that I could say that would just get me punched in the face that
right. Like
stand-up comedians could say, and it would be all right.
when
you
we
know?
talk when we talk in our room, we can say a
Yeah,
lot.
it works the opposite way too. When we're in the room, we say terrible things all the time,
Right.
but we would never say it in public.
But I think
Because-
part of
Because we
that
don't
is
wanna die.
If it's funny, like the too soon bar is like lowered significantly because it's really funny. Like you're gonna laugh, you're gonna think it's funny even if it's a little too
Well,
soon.
okay, so like I talked about this kid that it was a long time ago. He went through like 3 blocked fences that are like, do not go in here, and he got his head knocked off at like what it was like some
Six
theme
Flags
park.
or
Yeah,
something?
Six Flags. And I was like, I don't care. That's a terrible story. That kid's stupid. You have to make fun
That
of
kid
that.
was stupid.
Was stupid.
Was stupid. Well, but I think that's a little different. That's a little different. Like he did that to himself. So the too soon bar is a little lower as opposed to like someone getting blown
So
up
if you
by
do
someone
something to
else.
yourself and it's not a
little
baby
Darwin and Ordish, you know
or a
what I mean?
dog.
I think it's
Again,
about.
babies.
I think there's a lot of
You're cool with
personal
babies.
responsibility that comes in with comedians because I think it's just like you can do whatever you want. Like I think when it's not even just with the too soon thing. Like there's subject matter that like you get comedians that talk about rape and you get comedians that talk about like really horrible things that are happening, and it's like it's different to say that like they shouldn't say those things, but I would just implore people to not, and if they have people have a right to get offended when people say offensive things. You have a right to say your offensive thing, but you can't turn around when somebody gets offended at you and be like, it's not too soon, I can say whatever I want. Like, no, if you say something bad, then you have to like take the good and the bad that comes with
Yeah,
it.
I think on the flip side of that, like being offended doesn't mean that you're right. Like so maybe
Yeah,
your
totally.
bar is a little higher than someone
I agree.
else's.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Do you have another one? Otherwise, I
on to
could
the
jump to the other question.
topics.
Oh well, will you find one to jump? Oh yeah, let's go crazy.
So this is one from someone using hashtag Table Talk, doing it now live. It says, your favorite person in the audience.
Oh well, it's gotta be right over here, this lady, because she oohed at my labyrinth.
Wait, do we have a free? Can we move camera? We can't move camera.
Oh, you look gorgeous today. People would love you.
Oh, we can move camera. Hello.
Look at that.
Oh, wait, can we cheer? Come on. If you can't cheer yourself.
Star is born.
All right, what about
All
you?
right, so the guy in the glasses, the back right there.
Right
yeah,
there?
CJ's looking at him. He's got the tie. He kind of looks like the guy that wants to take over Tezonde's life and is secretly plotting against him. He's like not quite there, but he feels like he can fill the shoes. You're gonna murder Tezonde, aren't you?
You're gonna do it.
I thought he was like Bruno Mars.
Can you say Chocolate Rain real quick?
For me, my wife is actually sitting right next to the graphic designer for For Human Peoples.
Whoa, wait, you got a wife point and an FHP point?
Yeah, that's good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so both of those.
You're gonna get kisses and free shirts.
Yay! That's all I've ever wanted.
I think mine's gonna be this guy right here because he just raised the roof for some reason. Wait, come on.
Do
Are
it,
you
you gotta
shy?
do it
have to- come on. I'll do that. He's ashamed, as everyone who raises the roof should be.
Oh no!
That's terrible. I love you.
Too soon.
Too soon,
Too
bro.
soon.
We'll move on. Do another one of those.
I love this
Do another
paper.
one of the random ones we don't know.
No, this will be fun.
Okay,
This
go.
will be fun. We're talking about stand-up comedians and comedy and stuff. Andrew Tylada asks, does anyone truly like Dane Cook?
Yes, I don't care. I'm
I
sorry.
like Dane Cook.
Yes.
I
do.
got one hand and an
can,
iffy.
can we get the view
So you
count
just saw the
dropping
crowd?
right now?
Wait,
No, so you just saw the crowd. We got a one hand raise and a.
And
I like
Well,
it.
but
I saw a lot of this.
We, I feel like when I was in college, you know, like 4 years ago, when I was like a freshman in college, like it was
Totally.
like he was awesome, and I loved his comedy albums. I would say quotes all the time. I would do the car alarm song. I really did like him, and I thought his episode of Louie was brilliant. It was
whatever.
absolutely brilliant.
Oh, when he talked about the whole stealing jokes
Right,
controversy, that
yeah.
people are saying that he's been stealing their jokes.
Right. I thought it was really well
Here's my thing with Dane Cook. Dane Cook is a performer. He
Yeah.
gets up there and he's just entertaining. The comedians and other jokesters have problems with him because he doesn't do the classic like set up punchline. He uses his body. He tells stories. He's more of a storyteller than a stand-up comedian, and it's just engaging and it's fun. And you can't take that away from him. Sure, he's not the normal stand-up comedian that everybody's used to, but I got no
think
problems with him.
He also, like, people give
I
him a-
don't watch his movies.
No, oh god, no.
But why not?
But Waiting
But
was a good movie.
people give him a really hard time, but also, like, he got a lot of people into stand-up comedy because he became so big. Like, he became the rock star of stand-up comedy, and as a result, I wasn't really into stand-up comedy before Dane Cook, and then he kind of, like, he was like a gateway drug to, like, better comedians, where if you take their jokes and you put them on paper, they're still funny.
I'm just gonna take a little Dane Cook.
Dane Cook was your marijuana? Is that what it was?
Basically,
I'm gonna shoot up
Cook
some
was my
Louis
marijuana.
C.K..
He's like comedic marijuana.
That's
yeah.
actually perfect. That's a perfect reference. Louis is heroin.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't stop.
Yeah, I liked him back then. I still like him now. I think it's like cool to dislike Dane Cook, and so maybe that bothers me a lot. And he performs at the Laugh Factory a lot because I think he's trying to like come back with something big, and it's like funny like half the time. It is. I don't know.
I think that's true for any comedian, though. Any
Oh,
stand-up comedian, it's
it's hit or
pretty
miss.
much funny half the time. Even the greats. You get up there. I've seen a bunch of open mics and them testing their material.
Actually, John Mulaney is funny 100% of the time, and he's never said anything that isn't brilliant. Thank you, wife.
No, while you were saying that, for some reason, a light bulb just turned in my head. We didn't mention Dave Chappelle, who I think is an amazing stand-up
Yeah.
comedian.
See, but he's been out of the game for a while.
Yes, but he's now. You said comeback. That must have been because he's supposoly coming back this year. So.
Oh, is he?
That'd be cool.
Is that what he's saying?
He's been doing.
He's just
Laugh
blogging.
Factory
I'm coming
sex.
back.
No, he hasn't. He's like been very quiet, but he's been doing stuff at the Laugh Factory, and people are speculating he might be coming back this year.
That'd be
Wow,
awesome.
cool.
That would be very, very cool.
Rumors, spoilers. Here on
Wait,
YouTube.
wait,
Channel.
is this one that you brought up? Or did
No,
someone
I'm
bring
Oh,
this
no,
up?
I brought up. There was another one about superheroes. This one, I thought this one was fun.
I like that it was like the really like in touch with your feelings question. You were like, fuck that thing.
No, nobody needs that in their life.
So this one is from Jen Onage, who says, if you were a superhero, what would your villain be like?
Yeah, like what would your villain do? My villain would always turn off the lights because I hate the dark.
So you can't fight at night.
No, here's the thing. If we're in a room, if all the lights went out right
I
now,
like this.
it's true. This is real life. If all the lights went out and I were standing, I would just stand completely stock still. I wouldn't go anywhere until the light
Like-
turned on. It's like the building could be on fire. Somebody needs to rescue me until the lights.
There's a
come
blackout. Crime is widespread. Who do we call? Meg? No.
Anybody but Meg.
Meg said,
She's standing
"Please
still
turn
right
the
now by
lights
herself
on."
somewhere.
She fights during the day and in the open.
Let me, I literally hairdryer in my hand blew like a fuse or whatever, so all my lights went out, and it just went no as I escaped my apartment. It's real life.
Your arch nemesis is a blanket over your head.
What about you?
Me? Gosh. It would be a dude with a menacing, annoying laugh, like some, and long fingernails. Long fingernails on dudes
You're going straight
creeps
in
me
it.
out.
I love
man.
it. I love it. You're painting
Creeps
the
me
picture.
out.
Keep going. Well,
Yeah,
what's
you
his
gotta
face?
click
Are we
that stuff.
offending
Tell them
anyone?
the face.
No, and I'm not saying like I got long fingernails because I play guitar and it's necessary, or I like to wear my hood up and listen to Death Cab for Cutie and paint them black. Not that type of long. Just like which long fingernails on guys freaks me out. Yep.
Okay, I figured it out. My dude is
Or a horse.
or horse.
What is up with you and horses?
Horses are clowns. All right. Frightening.
Mine would be a guy who has a mullet, but he wants to talk to me about something I find really interesting, but I can't focus the entire time, and I just end up looking at his mullet the entire time. And he'll be like, we'll have every interest in common, and I will have to sit there and not make fun of his mullet. So that's my.
You really sad
But
for
take
you.
it all.
Mullet.
For mullet man or?
The mullet.
Phil, what would your villain do?
See, all of these are so
Not
bad.
mullet, rat
But no,
tail.
I mean, like, no. They're based in like reality.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm a superhero and I actually have superpowers. It's just like
Yeah.
I'm me and I called myself a superhero.
Those are you go. So I guess what's
Mine
your
would
thing?
be a guy that constantly asks me stupid questions. I think that would beat me into submission.
Does he have long fingernails?
No.
Yeah, I'm not scared of that guy.
Does he have a mullet or a rat tail? Or it's a different guy? Okay.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Let's see, do we have another one?
Okay.
That's such an abstract question. I don't think we have any idea.
So if you... No.
Okay, how about this? From Reddit, BJST says, if you could bring back any catchphrase from the 80s or 90s, what would it be?
I would say bangerang, but Skrillex already brought it back.
Bangerang.
Yeah,
Probably,
really
I can't do it, so I'm just gonna say, did I do that? That was probably
Would you bring it back, though?
Yeah.
You
You
bring
want
it back?
people to say
Come
that?
on, back when like everyone stayed home Friday nights and like everyone, you would say, you do it.
So you
terrible.
want to
Can
bring
you do
back
it?
the culture. Did I do that?
There
You want
you
to bring
go.
back the culture and the awesome TGIF Friday night programming,
Yes.
not
I
the
think-
catchphrase.
Yeah, I can get behind that, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys remember not? Like you'd say
Oh,
something and then people would go,
yeah.
not.
They did that on Arrested Development.
Yeah.
I like
Brought it back.
as if whatever get the picture duh has a whole hand motion thing.
Yeah?
That
Can
one-
you do it?
Well, the
it was
whatever-
like something
I
like
know the
it's
whatever
like
with the
as
twist
if
business.
what no it's with my fingers as no I can't.
You're gonna poke yourself in the eye.
Like,
Yeah. As if whatever get the
People are
get the
doing
picture
it, and
duh.
I'm, like,
Oh man,
trying
so
to
bad.
people doing
Can you
that.
do it
Ah, she
again?
was doing it. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Do it. Okay, that's not an A. Oh, where's the A?
here, right?
Oh,
It's your arm.
as-
Yes.
See, maybe we should just bring it back.
We were
I'm
gonna
sorry,
get
I take
shot,
it back.
right?
just go back to this?
You're gonna be
Not
getting
LA.
shot.
Oh, the
Don't hurt yourself.
Nah, they're nerds.
What about bitchin'?
Bitchin'?
It's pretty bitchin'.
bitchin'.
Any form of bitch is usually pretty fun. I wouldn't bring back a catchphrase. What I would bring back is
Couldn't gloss over that.
80s or 90s television theme songs. I feel like that's something that we've lost.
Did you ever see the Game of Thrones as a 90s TV show intro? It was a fantastic video.
See, right? Everything should have that. There should a YouTube channel that would explode that I'm not going to make and somebody can have it is just making theme songs for all of today's shows. Breaking Bad's 1990s theme song.
Get to work, creators.
Making
I feel like-
meth with the family.
I feel like it's the internet. It's there now. It's
Yeah.
just done.
It's probably there.
All right,
Go
so
for it.
well, let's see what we have here. Okay, what was it? All right, Wyatt Elliott from Facebook says, thoughts on Jay Leno actually giving up his seat to Jimmy Fallon next year? I'm super excited about it.
Do you
As
watch?
am I.
Okay, that's the thing. Everyone hates Jay Leno. Everything. Do you watch do you watch any late night? What do you watch?
I watch
Not Jay
Kimmel. I watch a lot
Kimmel's
of Craig
great.
Ferguson, and I watch Fallon.
Do you
I watch
watch
a
it on
little bit of
TV?
Conan. I have it recorded on my DVR.
Okay.
What are you getting at here?
No, I was just wondering because I watch Kimmel, but it's only because he has like massive YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Kimmel's awesome. Who else am I?
I'm,
not thinking of?
I'm incredibly excited for the next batch that's taking over. Letterman stepping down and Jay Leno stepping down, which I watched, and when I was growing up, they kind of made me chuckle here
I
and
still
there.
think Letterman's funny. He just seems angry all the time.
Yeah, well, they both are kind of bitter and angry. And it's just like, why are you holding on? But
It's hard having all that money.
I'm back in Fallon and Kimmel, and Ferguson's great, and even Conan's still amazing. With those four rocking late night, it's going to be amazing. And they're just
really
going to
excited.
make content for the internet the next day.
Fallon is like, and you mentioned Kimmel with like his YouTube channel. Jimmy Fallon, like social media and stuff.
Oh,
That's
totally.
the other thing that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Like seeing these guys like realize that young people aren't watching them, which I think is how come nobody's responding to anything we're saying right now. But like Jimmy Fallon is awesome at like doing Tumblr and like GIFs and like doing special stuff and trying to like engage a little bit more.
The other thing that Jimmy Fallon's great at, which is going to be refreshing when he takes over Leno's spot, is that he gets massive stars to do stupid things and just
Right.
act silly. He just does an interview and he breaks down the wall and he does a spitting water fight with Tom Cruise, and it's amazing. It's good TV, but it's better internet.
You know who's actually great, and no one usually mentions him, and I think he has like a worse budget than SourceFed, is Craig Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson's
Oh, yeah,
great.
he's awesome.
Is amazing.
He's off the cuff the whole time.
His
He just
interviews
shuts
are
up.
amazing. Because he just sits there and goes, all right.
That's your Craig Ferguson?
Take on
Yeah,
that
I've been
accent.
working on it a long time.
Since
Ready
we're
to
talking
unveil it.
to the internet, if you just look up John Green and Craig Ferguson, it's the best thing
Yep.
on the internet.
Also really good.
We have a question from P-Sales36 that Meg
I
wanted.
picked it. It's a good question.
What makes a girl look better, a good
say
ass
it.
or big boobs? I almost mixed the words around.
Yeah.
A good ass.
A great
Good ass
personality.
or
Big
big
boobs.
boobs?
Drive.
Wait. Actually, you know what?
Emotional stability. It's real sexy.
Good
I
card.
wanted to feel the audience out. So clap if you're a bigger fan than good ass for a good ass.
That's right. Yeah, don't be shy. That's right.
Oh. Or big boobs.
Okay, whoa. All right, hey. Big boob clappers. All it says is big
Big. It
boobs.
doesn't say good.
It doesn't say
This
good,
would be
great.
yes.
Okay. All women are beautiful, Joe.
But this is a good ass. So it's like a solid ass. That could be different for you. To me, that's a different looking
Meg's
ass
got
for
the
each of
biggest
us.
dick up here.
Pretty much. It's just like, come on.
It would be a little less funny if on the daily they didn't say things like, God, Meg, put your dick away. And it's like that in the writer's room. Hit a little close to home.
I go ass. That's me though.
Right?
I'm in the minority, the ass
Are
minority.
you a minority, really?
I appreciate every part of my wife.
Yep.
Oh God.
I know.
I
It's
appreciate every
sickening.
part of your wife,
The
too.
things you should hear these
Your
gentlemen
wife
say.
is great. Your wife.
Your
my
wife.
No, your wife.
Your wife.
We
is
should
so,
trade
she is such a
wives.
good. Yes.
See?
Okay. You give me that. I'll find mine. And
Just keep Meg away from her. Keep
perfect.
Meg
We'll
away
do.
from my wife,
We'll do.
and we're
Her
fine.
and her freaking penis.
I feel like if the two of you had missed an opportunity to be like a good ass because that's what my wife has. You could have gone right there.
Yeah. Do you not have a preference? Are you gonna just use that?
No, I
We're
like.
gonna stick with the wife thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I hate you.
My wife is the full package, and that's what I appreciate.
That one guy appreciates your wife too. Let's see.
You want her number?
We have question
We have question 19,
We should prank call Steve's wife.
which is.
We all saw how prank calls go. Let's not do them anymore.
Oh yeah, well, you should subscribe to our channel. You'll see. Okay, let's see. We have number 19 who says, "Do you think hecklers will go away?" I hope they don't. Some of that's like the best footage ever. When you see a comedian just destroy.
When the comedian destroys them, yeah.
But
Yeah.
can you imagine, like, oh god, that just makes me so nervous. Like, even thinking about
Yeah.
being up there, and the addition to having somebody spit vitriol at you, like,
Right.
oh.
Vitriol's such a great word. I need
It
to use that
is.
thing more
Thank
often.
you.
I did stand-up comedy recently one time, and it was terrifying enough. And I feel like if I were to have gotten heckled, I would have just dropped dead. It
I
wouldn't
would've
have been like
cried.
embarrassment.
I
My body would have
know.
shut down. I would have gone
You would
into
have said that
comatose
last
state.
joke that you were planning when you died.
Knock, knock, and then you would have fallen
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Knock, knock.
Yeah.
I think you would have gone for like the D and It's Always Sunny when she gets nervous and she starts to like half throw up. That would have been me. I would have been like, ugh.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't know. Do I think they'll go away? Is that the question, or will they go
I
away?
appreciate a good heckler, and what I mean by that is what? Huh? What? A good heckler is that they're annoying. It doesn't matter if they get shot down or whatever. But once you're shot down, shut the f up. Just let me enjoy the show. I'm not here to listen to you, and neither is anybody else. We got our moment. You got your time in the spotlight. Just
Yep.
shut up.
I think
Go
my
away.
opinion comes from never expecting to actually do stand-up because that is the most terrifying thing on the planet.
Yeah.
Never, ever. I'm amazed. Like, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks.
Alan?
Oh, stop. It was really bad. But I like to. I feel like there's two areas in life where you can like experience human hatred on like a visceral level. Well, there's multiple, but the two that I'm going to mention are one, rush hour traffic. You can sit there and you can immediately hate a person. And two, if you're in a comedy club and somebody starts heckling, like the palpable hatred that goes toward that person is awesome.
But
Just a
everybody
room
else is
hating
afraid
one
to speak
person.
up because nobody wants to be the guy that's
Yeah.
talking during a comedy show because you're going to get made fun of.
Yeah.
So that guy gets to go for a while, and then he finally gets kicked out.
Well,
That's
I think
best
the
thing
reason
ever.
it's also easier to beat up on those guys is they're always drunk assholes.
Yeah,
At
hopefully.
the end of the day. I don't know. But I think right now, this is the best transition I've ever done. We're going to go to our source-fed nerd sizzle that you're going to enjoy, and then we'll be here,
Oh.
and it'll be awesome. Cheers.
Yay.
I don't know.
I'm excited.
I don't know.
Hey guys, welcome to our all-new channel, SourceFed Nerd!
It's new. And you're gonna see tons of really cool, awesome content like tech,
And movies,
and anime, and apps,
and comics,
and Digimo games,
and
and toys,
collectibles,
and board games.
and I'll punch a guy.
It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna do all sorts of cool stuff like break outside of our comfort zones.
Does that mean we're going on adventures, Steve?
You're damn right, Trisha Hirschberger.
Oh my shit!
We're gonna shoot guns, gangster style.
More badassiness, I think, than all of my whole life.
We're gonna dance, then we're gonna dance more. We're gonna let you see behind the scenes and watch scary movies.
We're gonna break down trailers.
Some of us are gonna dress up in crazy costumes.
Finally, it's like Christmas. It gets us excited for what's still to come.
I'll probably be wearing this.
Star Wars Dance Party!
Cosplay.
We might even see a guy named Phil.
I really just made this channel so I can play video games and talk about Battlestar Galactica at work.
I never died.
You did!
Damn it!
Boom, boom, boom. All right. SourceFed Nerd is a place where we get to talk about and do all the cool and maybe not so cool things that we love.
So please, like and subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe or we'll lose our jobs.
Nope, we're gonna be here regardless. So make sure that you check back soon, May 20th. And we'll have some really cool stuff for you. So make sure you subscribe and check back then.
You know what'd be really great to kick off the channel? What? Super Action Hour.
SourceFed Nerd!
We're back. And people are cheering.
They're like, they're gone, finally, a sizzle. Do you want to elaborate on what that sizzle is at all? Do you want to tell people to subscribe?
Yeah, it's our new channel, youtube.com/SourceFedNerd. I like that I was like scared that I got everything out of order for a second. I was like, no.
Nerd
It's
SourceFed.
a nerdy channel. It has Meg on it.
It does.
And then it has guys on it that aren't these guys. And
these
also
guys are
Trisha,
also on
who I
it.
just called a man.
Yeah.
Occasionally on it.
Well.
Well,
Well,
I don't
no,
know.
I
All right.
love T-Her's
Next
burger.
question. Let's move on. From Alex Parrott, 2012. He asks, "What's the next big thing on the internet?"
That's rough. You can't tell because the last big thing that I saw was a little girl trying to not stab her fingers with a knife, right? And then a goat screaming. Right? If you ever predicted what two things would go in order.
You would make so much money.
Yeah, but you can't.
I'm gonna monetize that goat video.
I think crowdsourced entertainment.
That's pretty
is
big
a-
right now.
Yeah, I don't know
There's
if it's a
some
trend.
buzzwords I like.
That's yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's like a fad that's gonna come and go.
It's
but
interesting
it
because
could.
it's working and slightly backfiring. Like Zach Braff's getting a little crap, and the Veronica Mars thing didn't get crap, but then Zach Braff got crap, and now that crap is vicariously landing on Veronica Mars.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's weird. It's like a new form of like virality where people it's like becomes popular and like people who aren't really interested in it will suddenly be like, oh yeah, this is like this is perfect. I'm gonna do it because it's the cool thing to do. And just like how when frickin' Psy has his big music video and everybody watches it, it's like this weird thing that catches on. Only it involves people giving money. It like blows my mind.
The first thing that came to my mind is Reddit, which is already a big thing, but I just look to Reddit to tell me pretty much everything about what I should be paying attention to on the
Space
internet.
sticks or
Oh,
just the
our
front
space
page?
sticks, a lot of our WTF, which is a lot of, hey Steve, look at this.
A little
and
bit of
then
50-50.
That's
Oh,
messed up.
we love the 50-50 action over on our side of the table. It never works out for Steve.
I was thinking about starting a fun game with Steve. What we do with Steve in the office is that we find atrocious things on Tumblr, and then we Skype them to him under like the titles like "cool new Hobbit footage."
Oh yeah, and he falls for it. He goes, Joe, and then he clicks it, and he's like, Joe.
But I'm thinking about starting a game where I don't try and bait and switch him. What I do is I give him 4 links. 3 of them are just horrible, but one is the best thing ever. Like
That's
something
amazing.
very
Because
Steve-centric.
he can never resist. I'll
Yep.
always go. So he looks at me and goes, "Would you just see?" I'm like, "You don't want to see Steve?" And he's
Yeah.
like, click it. Like
Yeah.
he always gets me, but he always has me click it.
It's always the same reaction. He goes, "Oh my god!"
Why did you do that?
Oh.
Joe, do you want to share with the audience what you showed him today?
I don't think he
Absolutely
does.
not.
Okay.
No. Stay away from the depths of Tumblr,
Or
man.
the internet in
Yahoo
general.
made a mistake.
Do you have one coming out?
Oh, yes, I do. It is. Matt Kez said from Facebook says, "What is your opinion of female comedians? I don't like them."
Who does? Right? That Grace Helbig, just so unlikable with her
No,
little
Grace
cute
Helbig.
face.
Nah.
I'm just gonna stare at you.
I'm just gonna let it
No.
simmer.
Well, wait,
no, I think
we're-
they're great. I
today
like.
oh, sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go after you. After you.
No, today at lunch we were all kind of talking about how a lot of female comedians have to be a little bit more over the top than their male counterparts to kind of either get noticed or to seem like they're on par. It just seems like when they do like the kind of middle of the road thing, people are like, nah, boring.
Well, what's
But,
the
like,
hurdle for them? What do you think?
I think people have like a public stigma against female comedians. They just think females aren't that funny.
I feel
And
like-
I feel like it's starting to change, but
See, I feel like that's the answer from 1995, and since
True,
then,
very
it's
true.
changed. And what I mean by that is like, with SNL, Sherry O'Terry group, Anna Gasteyer, it started there, and it went up all the way through Tina Fey, and then Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig,
And now
absolutely.
Maya Rudolph.
We got Maya Rudolph and Amy
Right.
Poehler and Tina Fey are killing it on TV right now. Melissa McCarthy. There may not be as many, but I feel like it's an equal playing ground.
Now, I agree with you in terms of like sketch because I think that's happening. But what I still see.
not really in
in
stand-up.
stand-up, yeah, that was what I meant. Is
that-
in stand-up, I don't really feel like there's.
Yeah, I feel like I was in Vegas a couple months ago and we saw Schwartzen, and opening for him was Amy Schumer, and I thought Schumer was like way funnier than Nick Swartzen. Nick Swartzen was hilarious. It was an awesome show, but like she was amazing. And then I found out she like had her own TV show, which is great.
Right,
like
right.
there's more happening. There's been like so many like articles written. Like the Christopher Hitchens wrote like a huge thing one time and got a bunch of crap for it, like on why
When he
women
said
aren't funny.
why they're not funny, yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that,
and like
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like most of it's silly, and people just need to write good jokes. I do think there's some overcompensation that happens sometimes,
Yeah.
but that happens with guy comedians just as much. Just
I mean,
in different areas.
we exist in an office where we constantly say Lee Newton's the funniest person in the room.
Yeah.
So we're
To
used
her
to
face,
it.
but when she leaves, we're
When
like,
she's gone. I don't know
"Oh,
if she's
yeah."
watching this or not, but yeah. She's here? Oh shit. She sucks.
She's the worst.
No, I don't see that as much. The stand-up is the only world that I'm seeing it in right now where that still might be a little bit applicable.
And CEOs. Female CEOs get paid less.
Yeah.
She
Marissa
just-
Mayer.
Exactly.
Right.
She would, right?
Hey Steve, look what Marissa Mayer got you.
We have Aaron Williams who says, "Name of Joe's mustache."
Oh my gosh, I miss it. I miss just the regular mustache.
Do
I
you
tell him
miss
all
it?
the time.
Did
Do I
have-
miss it? Yeah. I don't let my facial hair define me.
It was the creepiest
Oh,
thing
I
in the
loved
world.
it.
I loved my mustache. It was amazing.
You're Commissioner Gordon. I
Yeah.
loved it.
I had no problem with it. My wife hated it.
I thought so it was. We get to SourceFed like at really early, and I remember it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and Joe pulls into my garage, and he's got this freaking mustache, and I don't laugh until like 9 o'clock. And anyway, and I just died laughing. It was like one of the funniest. It was so brilliant. I love it. Please bring it back.
My family hates my mustache so much that when I have a beard like this and I give my daughter a hug, she goes, "Daddy, shave." I'm like, what? And she goes, "Just right here."
Your daughter starts calling you Joe.
Joe, please
Joe,
shave.
Refuses to call you that.
Because I can't.
Hayden would do that because she's like a little snarky. I like
Yeah.
it.
I can't grow facial hair, so I don't know. Do you like? Do you get a relationship with it?
No, but it's weird. It becomes something
You say that,
it?
right?
No, I wouldn't know. Oh, I get. No,
It changes who a person is. Okay, Shay Carl before like he like got really skinny, and then when he got really skinny and then he shaved his beard, I thought he was an accountant. I didn't know who he was.
I'd be willing to say I probably got more laughs on the channel when I had the mustache. 'Cause
Yeah.
everything was ridiculous. I wasn't allowed to report on tragedies.
Well, it just it looks like pervy cops giving you the news.
Yeah. But I
That's
loved it.
terrible. Let's see. No, we can't do that.
How about
No,
this?
we can't do that.
Nick Barasaurus asked, "What are your thoughts?" This is number 21. What are your thoughts on Whose Line Is It Anyways coming back? Here's the thing with Whose Line Is It Anyways. The reason I'm in comedy is because of the old show.
Yeah?
With Ryan Stiles and Colin Mockery are two of the funniest human beings to ever walk the planet. They are far superior to Wayne Brady, and I like Wayne Brady, but they destroyed when it came to improv and just being silly and funny. And that got me into improv, and that got me into YouTube, and now I'm here. It coming back, I'm happy with. The only thing about it is that they're so old now.
When you look at the trailer,
They're so
Yeah,
old.
You're just
I'll
like-
watch the trailer where
Yeah.
it's like, oh.
except Wayne Brady.
No, he's still old too.
No, he doesn't
He
look
doesn't
it.
look it though.
The other guys are just like, ugh, and Wayne Brady's just dancing.
They're still funny. Like I watch the clips, I'm like, these guys, they still got it. They're just
Oh, totally.
they're just bending over a little bit more.
The only thing that might weird me out too is they were making jokes about shows on the channel.
Yeah.
To like raise awareness.
That's a producer going, "This will be funny."
Jokes about 90210? Yes?
I'm also
The reboot.
sad Drew Carey's not hosting it. I feel like he actually brought a lot to the show.
Who's hosting
It's
it?
Aisha Tyler now.
Right, yeah.
Drew Carey's great. I don't have a lot to add. I'm just gonna piggyback on everything he said.
That's great. I'll sit down and I'll watch just like YouTube videos of all of the scenes from a hat that is like 6 hours long. I'm like, I
Oh
remember
my
that
gosh,
scene.
the
And it's still
props.
funny.
The props is great.
were
Yep.
hilarious.
Still good.
Go for it.
Still good.
Let's just talk about Whose Line Is It Anyway for the next one.
I could.
I think that's the best thing we could possibly do. I'm trying to see, because she's controlling the computer
So,
now.
Facebook, Jonathan
find one
Lee
right
said, "Your mama jokes out of date."
What?
Your mom's at a date.
Let's go. Okay, let's go down.
Whoa!
I already did mine. Get
Okay,
it. Get
so
it
we're gonna do
going.
yes or no down the table. Meg, yes or no? Mama jokes out of date.
Way out of date.
Yeah, after you make one, I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
There was a channel,
yeah,
been done.
yeah.
There was a
Moving
channel
on.
that
My
was
thing
all
with-
about Yo Mama jokes, and I was like, I hate
Yeah,
this.
remember
I
the
hate
show
everything
with
about
William Valderrama? Yeah,
Wait,
the
who?
Did you just have a
This. Who?
William Valderrama. That's how you say
know.
Valderrama from that 70s show. That guy, do you remember the Your Mama joke
Yeah.
on MTV? I was always afraid.
Oh, wow.
This is when it was like hyped up. I was always
Poor
afraid
MTV.
of walking into a Your Mama joke competition and like like stepping into it because I couldn't do them. It'd just be like falling back into the crowd, like, yeah, his mama. Yeah, his mama. His
Yeah,
mama.
get
His
it.
mama. Yeah, my mama. Your mama's a fine human being. Let's stay away from it.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. I think we don't
That's
have
all
a
we
lot to
got on
expound
your
That's everything?
We've done everything.
Can we actually, I don't know what our audio situation is. Maybe we could take a question from crowd.
Yeah.
Producer's like, what are you doing?
Well, we can repeat the question. Does anybody have a conversation that they'd
Yeah.
like
Wait.
to have?
I thought it was going to be this guy. Oh, perfect, yeah.
What's your favorite game of 2013 so far?
Game?
Yeah.
Of 2013?
Bioshock Infinite. Who else is gonna? I challenge you to say something different. I challenge you to say
Bioshock
something
Infinite?
different.
It's still probably what, Chrono Trigger for you?
Yeah. That comes out every year.
For Joe.
Yeah, right?
Elliot Morgan.
I played Monopoly the other day. Killed it.
Yeah, it's always weird when we
Card
try and get
race.
you to. It's weird when we try and get Elliot to play video games. He's just like not into
Oh,
it.
I shut down. Yeah, I don't know.
Holy crap.
I want to get into video games, but I don't know.
I'll tell you what
what
it
it
is.
is.
My new favorite
Plethora.
video game didn't come out this year, but I started playing it this year. It's called Qbert.
Oh.
Tell us about Qbert,
Don't.
Jeff.
Oh, man.
Oh, it pains me.
Now, is there a
Game in the
score
world.
system, or is it
Well,
just you playing?
there
for
is
play?
a scoring system, and there's a high scoreboard. We have it in the office, and we play it casually
on the high
every once in a
scoreboard,
while.
Jeff?
And like, like from like 10 up to number 1, it's like all Joe.
No, wait a second.
And then,
now
number
that's because my high score got erased. It would be like 3 or 4 right now if my high score hadn't gotten erased.
It would be what?
But it would be 3
It
or
would
4.
be 3 or
I put
4.
that up.
Yeah.
You
I
caused
have
a
not
fight
had a
right
chance.
now.
I have not had a chance yet to answer Joe's score because we put Tapper on the machine for a while. So today was my first day of going back. I'm still working on it. Took you a few days. You got to give me a few days. And I will answer that score, Joe Bretta. I will.
Now, do you have notes for this speech written on your hand
Yeah.
right now?
She's
or-
just ready.
I will answer your
Stay
score.
tuned at sourcefed.com to see how the saga
Just watch our
plays
Twitters
out.
because literally what'll happen is Joe will beat my score and then it'll be like in the writer's room just like silence and then Steve finally can't handle it anymore. He'll be like, hey Meg, you check Twitter yet? And I'm like, what's on Twitter? Joe Beretta, no!
I'm a silent assassin, Hubert.
Steve is also his hype man. Steve would be like, go Joe, Joe got it. And he's like number 21 on the board.
Love you, Steve.
All right, next
Moving
question.
on.
Well, we have Rachel Ruth who says, sexiest president of the United States ever.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy? You giving it
Teddy
to Teddy?
Roosevelt. That guy was a man.
Oh.
He was a man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was, but Ronald Reagan was like an actor, right?
He was.
He was like a good-looking dude back
Are
in the
we
day,
talking
was he
about
not?
when they were president? Going into
yeah,
office,
I'm gonna go-
sexiest guy. You're still going Teddy
I'm going
Roosevelt.
with Teddy
when
Roosevelt.
He was in
Carried a
office.
big stick.
You know what's
Bill
sexy?
Pullman.
What's sexy? Freeing the slaves. Abe Lincoln. Boom. I win.
Again, not sexiest
No?
while he was
Sorry.
Sorry.
Apparently freeing the slaves isn't sexy.
You're going like the boot.
Oh, Emancipation
Yeah, you still had to
Oh, no, it's happening.
You still had to deal with his face. That
Oh,
was
his
still a
face is
thing.
rough.
I'm going Barack Obama.
All
I
right.
was all about Barack Obama when he came into office.
Two
Ooh,
people.
Nice.
He's a sexy man. He plays basketball. Amazing.
He plays
He does.
basketball.
It's sexy.
He plays basketball.
Like,
If you
come
had- I
on,
mean-
Joe, you play basketball. You know when you feel
Oh,
like
Kennedy's
little
a really
sexy
good one.
Olympic?
Oh, I don't.
But Kennedy was gonna give you a VD for sure. Like, sure.
Yeah. Kennedy was pretty sexy, that's for sure.
What about
Yeah,
Clinton,
well,
though?
yeah,
Clinton
yeah.
had, like, he had that.
Clinton was sexy. Yeah,
Just
played
swag. Yeah.
He played he bed you with his saxophone.
I feel like Clinton had swag after he was out of office.
Oh,
Like,
obviously,
now
obviously
does.
he had swag
Well,
in
not in
office.
office, but I'm saying.
Yeah, a
I
lot of
feel
swag.
like now.
He's swagged all over the place.
They had to clean up all the swag.
Yeah.
I think, I'm throwing this out there, Taft.
Swag.
Love
yes.
Taft.
Were you just naming
I like
presidents
the
you don't
Ford.
know?
You just know.
Nixon
Yeah.
had some really solid moments. Good headshot.
You're just saying recent
You're just
president.
saying presidents he knows.
Can't go back any further. Madison.
Oh my God. I saw one here that was. This is more of a Meg question. What is your favorite decade?
Of the 1900s, we're gonna go
Anything.
any decade ever.
Oh no, go 90s. Why not? What, or 90s?
No,
I'm
90s.
stupid.
What
not
decade
saying-
was the Emancipation Proclamation,
It
Paul?
was.
1860s. Sorry. I would probably go 1940s. I just really want to go back then. I think it was a really cool set of 10
Yeah.
years. So much change.
You want to
and
go
so
back
much-
to the end of the Great Depression and World War
Well, over.
and baseball leagues. You want to play baseball? I got it.
In baseball, you got it.
Got it.
No, World War II was the greatest generation. Coming out of that, it was a huge
Well, it
boom.
was the
very
greatest
exciting for
generation.
our
Like
nation.
20 years later, during it, that would have sucked.
No, in the 40s, at 45, everybody was coming home. We were getting houses being built. People were loving on each other. Babies were coming out. It was very exciting for everyone.
Yay!
Yay! The 30s were shit. Don't go to the 30s, but the 40s, it was coming back. It was on the upswing.
I really appreciate the 1990s. It was a nice, happy time.
I was thinking
I
the
wasn't
90s.
tethered to my cell phone. I
Boy
had the
Meets
same,
World.
same television shows I still watch
TGIF
now.
in general.
Yeah, it was great. I love
Man.
the 90s.
Jurassic Park.
Our
Hook,
economy
Who
was
Framed Roger
banging.
Rabbit.
It was great.
We all love the 90s.
Well, it was all a
Clinton
false
had
bang.
swag all over the place.
Yeah, when the worst thing happening is some guy just getting blown. That's a great thing.
Yeah, right?
That's a great time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Boom.
Tough question.
No, I got back. So the only question I keep going, oh, we can't do, and I keep accidentally scrolling to it is, would you have sex with your mom if you
It's
didn't
really
know she was your
there.
mom and you went back in
If
time?
it was, now I don't remember who said it, but it was if you went to your back to your mom when she was at her hottest,
Yeah.
would you hump that?
Hold on.
believe was
I
the
want to know
wording.
everything about the person who asked that question.
Yeah, no, we lost it. That's not him.
Oh no, you
refreshed
moved it.
and
Oh,
it
wait.
went down.
Okay, so we won't know who it is.
No, but would you?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's
No.
not weird, right? If she's at her hottest.
So that's a weird thing, because yeah, if you have a hot mom, it's going, so she's not your mom, or at least you don't know about it. Would you? I hate those questions.
That's why I don't do the hypotheticals.
For $1
in the
million,
office.
will you say something embarrassing?
Now, keep in mind, you don't have fingers in this scenario.
Oh,
This is a good one.
That is-
At Andrew Herring one says Neil deGrasse Tyson or Bill Nye the Science Guy. Who's funnier? Who has done more to influence the science community?
Not properly.
I'm all all about Mr.
I'm just saying, if I start singing
Neil.
the theme song, people are gonna Bill. People are gonna do it. We all know.
Bill.
Bill Nye the Science. People, that's like the best day at school. You're like, oh yes, Bill.
These days, I feel like Bill Nye is just like the angry science guy now. Like
Because
he
he's
hates
serious
everything.
now.
No, I like him, but he's bitter. Neil
Yep.
Tyson, I'm like,
He's
yeah.
funnier now.
I listen to his podcast. He's fun to
He's
listen
very
to.
fun.
I love the guy.
Like the two shows I would watch when I would go home, I think it would be Bill Nye and then Beekman's World, which was the weirdest.
yeah.
They're like, what if we did
Nice.
science
He had like a
in the
rat
creepiest
sidekick.
way possible?
Yeah. Told you the '90s were the best.
Something like that could be on TV.
Yeah.
Like now you at least have to like hide humor like in SpongeBob.
Remember, like
Yeah.
Mr. Wizard was a big dick. Like just treated all his
I
guests
love
like
the
crap.
Here's the
compilation
thing
where
you
they
did
have him
wrong.
being like, well, you broke it. Great job, kid. Like, he's just so angry.
Did you find them?
Okay, so I see we only have a little bit of time left, so I want to end on something kind of lighthearted. Thomas919 says racism in comedy.
Oh yay!
What goes too far?
Perfect.
So,
you love racism,
um,
or you super love racism?
oh, there's my two options.
Yeah.
I'd probably, you know what? You know how I don't like to go hard
Or
and fast.
would
right
you
in the
have
middle.
sex with your mom?
For $1 million if you never knew her in the 1940s?
When you come
But
back
not
from
in the
war.
movie.
Yeah, I was just joking.
With
We
your
don't
picture
have
of Teddy Roosevelt on
Oh,
the
you don't
wall.
actually want to answer the question.
swagging everywhere.
You want to say the question, but not have to deal with the repercussions.
I tweeted today that I'm growing more tolerant of white people. That counts. Just because I asked it doesn't mean I have an answer for it. Racism in comedy, maybe racism in life is bad, so I would deduce that racism in comedy wouldn't be awesome.
Yeah, no, I feel like a lot of racism in comedy is about how ignorant it actually is.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Unless it's Daniel Tosh.
And then
and then
it
it's
just
and
goes
then and
for
then
the
I laugh at shit that I know that I shouldn't laugh at. Like just like when I'm watching comedy, I'm like in my car, Phil. Like I'm open to just terrible shit and like anything could come out of my mouth. So I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
You bring up an interesting point. How different are you in your car? I feel like my car is 100% a music video all the time. I am hair flipping.
Yeah.
No, I saw a video from Louis C.K. where he just like, it's the worst because like someone will cut you off and you're like, I hope you fucking die, and it's like, why?
But because we cut you off, Phil.
Like
We
you
defended
almost made me crash for half a second, but I'm totally cool.
I kind of saw it coming because you did use a blinker, but still, I just don't like the idea of it.
I hate it.
I think things like, I hope that person pulls a muscle. Like, not enough to really hurt him, but just to really ruin their day.
I'm the same. Like it's a music video in my car, but I'm still very insecure and aware of the people around me. So I'm rocking, and then if I look and I make eye contact with somebody,
That's the worst.
and then I look to the other side. Because when I look and I see somebody, I look immediately to the other side, and then I get caught in this. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I'm just looking around.
I have a music video until we're at the stoplight, and I'm next to someone, I'm like, maybe they think I have Bluetooth.
you
no
roll
big
up the
deal.
window so they can't hear your gangster
So here's the
rap.
thing. Not even in the car. If you are looking and maybe you are staring at someone creepily, and then they notice, do you turn?
I turn. I'm a turner.
I
can't do
do.
it.
I absolutely can.
challenge
And I also
myself.
think maybe this is where I figured out I have telekinetic powers and people can hear my
No, you're missing out because what you're supposed to do, right, is you look over there, and then you turn, and I'm like trying to read something behind you.
You looked, but here's the thing. I
did look shocked. I looked shocked.
Oh crap, she saw me. Hey, Joe.
We, on the flip side of that, on the other end, one time we were carpooling home, and it was me, Lee, and Joe, and we looked over, and there's this woman in the car, and she started picking her nose, but like not like
knuckle deep
not like
style.
you know how you can get away with it sometimes. You're like, I'm scratching the inside of your nostril, but like this girl was going for it, and she did it 3 times in a row, and I think she
She
consume?
might have consumed. Yeah.
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 Oh.
Don't finish the story. So we catch up with her. Elliot rolls down the window, gets out the window, and yells, "Lady, you're not supposed to eat your boogers. Lady, don't eat." And she doesn't even pay attention. She just looks forward.
Yeah.
I don't know how you react.
I was not proud of that moment.
Do not eat your boogers, lady.
You pretend you
It was
didn't
just a
hear
PSA.
that for sure.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. Her window was down, and she didn't look. She did the whole, like, I would have been like, But she sped up, and then we catch up with her, and the window's up.
Sorry, lady. If you're out there watching this
Have you
YouTube.
ever
But
been
when you're
caught
in a
doing something
group-
embarrassing?
In the car?
Just
Or
anywhere.
just in general? Come back to me. I'm sure I've got a good story. Hold on.
Sorry, I just sprung that on you.
Like,
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure
Yes.
I've fallen or done. If I'm by myself, I'm in a constant state of embarrassment.
No, the falling is the worst, but I try and. It's so bad. I try and roll and act like it was intended, but no, it's
Just
not
working on my
true.
ninja moves. No big
Yeah,
deal.
No big deal. 1 second.
Put on a clinic.
Wait, are you talking about? Hold on, I zoned out for a second. I was trying to think of a story. Were you talking about tripping or falling or whatever?
Falling and then trying to
if
roll.
just
Right.
something that's like
So I'll
embarrassing.
trip, but I'll be like, I'll do the whole like, I think it's funny too, and then I'll just keep walking. Like,
No,
oh,
I
me.
try to make like the out loud joke, but then nobody backs me up. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, sorry, I look so
Yeah.
stupid, but then nobody laughs and it's even more awkward.
Yeah.
I'm at a point in my life now where I just like, I don't care about wasting the time to try to make people think that I didn't mess up. I ran into the door frame at work like a week ago. I was just walking, I was talking to Steve, and I went, wham! I look at him, I go, ran in the door. Just walked
I
away.
was in an airport and I was talking to my mom and I ran into the janitor cart and I mean I like smacked it and it like moved the cart and then I looked over to the janitor and I go, tell your friends, and then I kept walking around.
Tell your
the
friends is a
cart.
good one.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna
it's,
use that. When I
it's
was a
very
kid,
like, but it's very like, oh, I don't care, but inside I'm like, oh god damn, no, god no.
I'm going to regurgitate this from another table talk. Sorry, repeat viewers, but thank you for tuning in. One time when I was like 11, I was on vacation, and it was at night, and we were in a room, and it was like this U-shaped complex, and I got on the bed, and I was wearing only my underwear, and then I had the sliding glass door open, which at nighttime, and there's a light inside, you know how it works, like physics or whatever of light, and so this crowd of like scores of children start like dispensing from some activity that they'd been at, and all together it was like I was a rock star, but in the worst way imaginable. Like they all stood up, and I was like Peter Panning it, like in my tidy whities as a kid, and I just remember the roar of laughter permeating through the sliding glass doors, me freaking out, shutting it, and then not going outside for the next 2 days.
We're laughing, but it was so traumatic.
really bad for you.
And I only recently started telling this story. Prior, I was like, that was no big deal. Like, I'd talk to myself and do it. And then every time I tell that story, people are like, wait, what happened to you? Is that why you are the way you are? Or?
That's awesome. I think we have room for one more question if we have it from the audience. Otherwise, I can go back here. Unless.
Is anybody?
Man. Say.
Oh well. This question is
Do we have any
fantastic
questions
right
from the
here.
audience?
This is a great one.
I didn't vote for the mayor, and I am
Nope,
ashamed
neither
of
did I.
myself.
No, yeah.
That wasn't
Thank
properly
you. That's the appropriate response to
Yes,
I didn't vote.
It is. It is the appropriate
We
response,
messed- did you
especially after
vote?
being so uppity about voting. No, I was at work all day yesterday.
Oh,
You wouldn't have let us use that as an excuse
No.
during the presidential
well, but we
election.
skipped
Well,
work
I
for the
think we all
presidential
voted,
election.
yeah.
We all skipped part of work to go vote that time.
Drawing pictures.
Any other one that doesn't make us feel terrible?
I guess fine one.
Like
I'm
81
not doing
million
that
in the
one.
previous presidential election.
Last
I
chance
have
for
done it.
us. What's the audience question? Boom.
Oh.
Part about being in Source.
I think the first person to answer that should be Phil.
Yeah, what's your favorite part about SourceFed?
Oh,
Talk
is it-
about us.
You guys?
Oh, well, that's not what I meant,
I
but
get-
yes, please do.
I get views. I don't have to do any work. It's awesome. No, I get to be surrounded.
true,
Like the
that's
real legit answer is I get to be surrounded by like super funny people all day, and I get to steal all your jokes. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, he comes in and he monitors our scripts and he takes out lines for the PDF.
That's not good. Okay.
I'm gonna need that.
No, it's
I'm
being
gonna
able
need
to be
that.
creative every day, being surrounded by creative people, and also I've educated myself on current events and politics and world news more than I've ever in my life, so it's good.
Yeah,
we have a
and-
great fan base. It's nuts how good our fans are.
And I think the fact that we have
One
we're
person for the fans.
Yes, that's a good one too.
He's talking about me!
You gotta give it up for you guys.
Just you though. You're the
Except
awesome
you.
one. So no, I think also like we're surrounded by creative people. That's like something that we all kind of say, but there are times when we get like bogged down and stuff. But every now and then, if you look around the table, we're surrounded. It's insane. And then that leads also into the work where we're in like 2-hour time crunches to like pump out these videos, try to make it different 5 times a day. And so I think there's a kind of a sharpening thing that happens a lot throughout the week and throughout the year and a half, I guess, that we've been doing this work.
My favorite part of being a part of SourceFed is just obviously the people, but the best part of SourceFed Nerd is that we get to play games
Where
and
can
talk
I
about
find that?
nerdy stuff. And
Is
like,
that on the internet?
It's on the internet.
Tell me the URL.
It's youtube.com/SourceFedNerd.
Okay,
You
great.
should subscribe. But no, honestly, like there are days where literally like we'll be arguing about like an edit or something, and they'll be like, our job is we're arguing about our Qbert game or something like
Right.
that. Like we literally do
There's
get
no
to report
argument.
on
I'm
things.
clearly the best.
For now. For now.
For now.
For
He has
now.
132,000. There's no way you can
Okay,
ever
are
do
you
that.
the new hype man? Are you the new
Hey,
Steve?
I'm an appreciator of
I'm gonna
talent.
bring the shish in here, and she'll be my hype woman.
Welcome to How Petty All the Hosts Are. No, I want to thank, well, one, you guys that are watching right now. Give it up for you. I want to give it up for these guys. I want to give it up for the guys rocking this out, youtube.com/VPN, making all of it possible. Yeah, I think that's really it. Until next time, no, as always, my name is Philip DeFranco.
I'm Elliot Morgan.
I'm McTurney.
I'm Joe Beretta. Keep watching YouTube Comedy Week. There's a lot of good stuff. It's funny. We'll be covering it. And yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
I'm clapping for me.
Yay, we did it.
Hey guys, welcome to our all-new channel, SourceFed Nerd.
It's new! And you're gonna see tons of really cool, awesome content like tech,
And movies.
And anime.
and apps,
And comics.
And Digimo game.
and toys,
And collectibles.
and board games.
And I'll punch a guy.
It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna do all sorts of cool stuff like break outside of our comfort zones.
Does that mean we're going on adventures, Steve?
You're damn right, Trisha Hirschberger.
Oh my shit!
We're gonna shoot guns, gangster style.
More badassiness, I think, than all of my whole life.
We're gonna dance, then we're gonna dance more. We're gonna let you see behind the scenes and watch scary movies.
We're gonna break down trailers.
Some of us are gonna dress up in crazy costumes.
Finally, it's like Christmas. It gets us excited for what's still to come.
I'll probably be wearing this.
Star Wars Dance Party!
Cosplay.
We might even see a guy named Phil.
I really just made this channel so I can play video games and talk about Battlestar Galactica at work.
I never died.
You did.
Damn it!
Boom, boom, boom. All right. SourceFed Nerd is a place where we get to
Talk about and do all the cool
and maybe not so cool things that we love.
So please, like and subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe or we'll lose our jobs.
Nope, we're gonna be here regardless. So make sure that you check back soon, May 20th. And we'll have some really cool stuff for you. So make sure you subscribe and check back then.
You know what'd be really great to kick off the channel?